everybody. Welcome to I don't even know what day it is. It's Thursday. It's Thankful Thursday. Let's get this muted over here. All right. Hey, how's your brain doing? That's my question for you. How is your brain doing with all of the challenges, the triumphs, the opportunities, just all of the things that happen in our world, happen in our day? There's lots of things going on that cause us to have some issues going on. My question for you today is, how's your brain? I know that sounds odd. How is your brain? The question is that this is the only thing that everything goes through. This is the only thing that everything goes through. How is your brain? Does it hurt? Is it dehydrated? Are you dealing with stress? Are you worrying about stuff? How many of you have already started to think about Christmas and can I afford it? How many of you are thinking about 2024 and what's going to change? All of this is going through your brain. How many of you have kids that you worry about? How many of you have a relationship that you're worrying about? Sean, this is like a downer. This is like, you're like Debbie Downer, Sean. It's not about being down. It's about understanding your ability to bounce back. It's called resilience, right? We talk about grit. You got to have grit. Now, you add an S to that, and it's something we eat in the South, grits. But what this grit is, the ability to have this passion and persistence. Grit is passion. Persistence is the ability to make a decision and keep that decision long after the emotion that you decided to make it with has left the building. How many of you have done good things for 2 days, 3 days? And on day 4, you're like, I'm not sure I can keep doing this. It's all in your brain. It's all in your brain. We go to the gym. Could you imagine if we had a brain gymnasium? Do you know anybody who plays Sudoku? And they go, I do it for my brain. Anybody who plays the crossword puzzles? Do you play crossword puzzles or do you do crossword puzzles? I don't know which one that is. I know people do crossword puzzles. It's your brain. It's all in your brain. It's in your brain. It's in your brain. It's in your brain. It's in your brain. So here's a couple of things to do to improve your brain. Drink more water. Good water, not Cokes. Who was I listening to? Where somebody said, make sure you hydrate. It doesn't matter if it's Cokes or teas or juices or Gatorades. And the person who was talking to the doctor was in the wellness industry, changed doctors. They changed doctors because the doctor said any liquid going into that body of yours is hydration. Oh, I beg to differ. I beg to differ. Water, right? What's the formula for consuming water? What's the formula for consuming water? It is take your body weight, divide it by 2, and turn that into ounces. How do you improve your brain? If you're dealing with stress, if you're dealing with social media, I don't have enough likes. That's a decision that was made in your brain. We have to get a bigger brain. We got to get a bigger brain. You need a bigger brain. I like big brains and I cannot lie. That's probably not how the song went, did it? My point is, how do we improve the size of our brain? Do you take a fish oil, omega-3, a good omega-3, DEA, EPA? DEA, EPA, those are the things on the back of the omega that you're going to look for. You're going to want minimum 600-400 ratio. To say I'm taking a fish oil that's 200 and 125, it's not doing it. It's not doing it. It's just not doing it. It's kind of like the ethanol or the fuel rating of your car, right? You go to the pump and you see 89 and 94 and 96, right? On the little things. If you don't know what that is, that's the amount of combustible fuel that's inside of it. When you take a fish oil, that just to say that you check the status, I'm taking a fish oil, an omega-3, you got to make sure it's the good stuff. You got to make sure it's the good stuff. You can find them out there. There's good places that you can get that. Hydration is key. Hydration is absolutely key. Making sure if you're over 50, you're going to want to make sure that you're keeping track of stuff, keeping track of your, hang on a second here. I hear a little background noise. Oh no, that's the dog behind me streaming. Like, whose dog is barking? You okay, Beamish? Good boy. Beamish is chasing a rabbit. So hydration is key. If you're over 50, you want to get your brain on some good. If you're under 50, you want to get your brain on some good supplements, good nutritionals, GABA, maybe you need it. You need to find out what kind of brain you got. You need to find out what brain you got. So if you go to MyFitBrain, is it MyFitBrainLife? MyFitBrainLife. If you go there.com, you'll be able to take a test and find out what kind of brain you have. And if you want to figure out what you do best for that, reach out to me. I'm a certified Amen Institute brain trainer. Yep, me. Certified Brain Institute brain trainer. The one that said, I like big brains and I cannot lie. Yep, that's me. I'm a certified brain trainer. And I'll help you with that. I'll help you figure out how to best cope and adapt and adopt the brain type. There's 16 brain types. 16 brain types. The combinations of a variety of brain types. So take care of your brain. Hydrate it. If you're over 50, you probably want to start looking at some ketones. The brain uses glucose. There's a couple of kinds of glucose out there. There's kind of the high-end quality glucose. There's the low-end quality glucose. The low-end quality glucose is when they say don't eat white things, don't eat sugar. That's the glucose that your brain, and we hear some diseases like the big C, diseases. They just love to eat sugar, and they'd say, get your body off of sugar. That's glucose. Then there's some other high-end glucose that come from amazing plants that are derived and manufactured and created that are absolutely magnificent for the brain. You may want to check some of those out. If you want to learn more about that, reach out to me. I have some friends in my world that have some of the world's finest glycogen that can serve you and your family at all levels. But the brain stops using traditional glucose, regular glucose, the sugars, the carbs, and all of that. It doesn't use it so good after 50. So if you're after 50 and walking into rooms going, why am I here? You may want to check out ketones. You can Google this stuff. This isn't a woo-woo kind. This is all science, baby. This is all science, baby. So get your brain healthy. You're going to need it. It's the only one you got. You know, this isn't a young Frankenstein where we can do a brain transplant. You mean I put Abby normal? If you know, you know. One of the funniest parts of the movie. Take care of your brain. We need a big fat brain. I'll do it again. I'll do it again until you get your brain fat. I like big brains and I cannot lie. Have some fun today with your brain. It's the only one you got. It needs more nutrition. I promise you, it needs more nutrition. Dr. Amen did a test at the Institute, at the Amen Institute, and he checked 50 of the next patients that came in for testing, and 49 of them suffered significantly because they didn't have enough of the lubricant in the brain called omega-3s. It's a serious issue, ladies and gentlemen. Seems so simple, seems so simple. Don't just check the status to say, I take it. Understand what it is you're putting in your brain. Your brain is 20%, consumes 20%. Did you hear me? 20% of your body's resources. You need your brain. Your brain will serve you well. Have some fun today. Work on your brain. I love you tons. I appreciate you. I'm your head brain training, brain scrambling, brain unwinding, rewiring misfit. I'll see y'all where? I'll see you at the next big brain event. Till then, I'm Sean Murphy. Bye for now. And YouTube, love you tons. Appreciate you so very, 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 very much. If you want to learn more about your brain, reach out to me. You can go to SeanGMurphy.com, get on the email list. I do some brain training, conversations, and email. Email.